皆さん、こんにちは。シンプソンです。
皆さん、こんにちは。ひよりです。
Hi, everyone. Today's video is on the Tet form of the verb. So what is the purpose of the Tet form? In Japanese, every verb has a version of itself called the Tet form. When a verb is in its Tet form, it doesn't really have any meaning in and of itself. It's what you add on to the end of a verb in its Tet form that gives it meaning. Japanese continuous students should aim to be able to confidently manipulate a verb into either its Tet form or must form. So there are two groups of verbs in Japanese. They are easily distinguishable. Group 1 verbs all have an I sound of some kind, just before the must. So for example,
聞きます。飲みます。遊びます。
Group 2 verbs, apart from a very small number of pesky irregulars, all have an e sound of some kind just before the must. So for example,
食べます。開けます。閉めます。
we are actually going to start with the group 2 verbs today. To go from their must form to their te form, all you need to do is replace the must with the te. So group 2 verbs are the easier ones to make the change to. So for example, tabemasu becomes
食べて、
akemasu becomes
開けて、
shimemasu becomes
閉めて、
misemasu becomes
見せて。
easy. Very straightforward. Group 2 verbs are the ones that we like. But how do we get from a must verb to a tet verb when we're dealing with group 1 verbs? Well, I've put together this table, and there's also a song that will help you. In this table, we'll look at the verbs in groups, okay? So the first verb of the first group is to buy, kaimasu. What we want to do is take off mas, which leaves us with kai. Now our focus is this final sound before must, because if it's an I, it needs to change to te. So kaimasu becomes katte. The other two verbs in this little group behave the same way. We're going to take stand, tachimasu, as an example. Again, we get rid of the must, and we're focusing on this final sound, chi. We need to replace it also with te. So tachimasu is tatte. Now the third verb example in this group is suwarimasu, which means to sit. We drop off the must. Now any verb that has a ri before the must makes this modification. Again, small tsu, te, suwatte. So ichi, ri all become te. In the second group, we're going to have 3 in this one as well. We drop off the must. So asobimasu, to hang out, to have fun, becomes asobi. And again, we're focusing on that final sound before must, bi. Bi becomes nde. Yomimasu behaves the same way. Yomi, yonde. Shinimasu also behaves the same way. Shini, shinde. So if you have a verb that has I, chi, or ri before must, that becomes te. Bi, mi, ni becomes nde. If, for example, you have a verb that has a ki sound before must, it's replaced with ite. So kikimasu becomes kide. If you have a verb which ends in gi before must, the ten simply goes with it. So oyoide. Kimasu, meaning to wear or to come, simply goes to kite. Shimasu, to do, goes to shite. And lastly, ikimasu goes to ite. So working our way down that middle column. Ichi, ri become te. Bi, mi, ni become nde. Ki goes to ide. Gi becomes ide. Kimasu, kite. Shimasu, shite. Ikimasu, ite. Now, that actually plays perfectly into the tune of Oh My Darling Clementine. If you remember this song, you have Tet Form all sorted. Oh my students, Tet is such a crazy form. If you remember only group 1, you will never go wrong. Ichirite, bimininde, kiite, giide, kimasu kite, shimasu shite, ikimasu ite. That's Tet Form. じゃあ、皆さん、頑張ってください。Well done. Keep trying hard. またね。
またね。